Hey guys, so today we're gonna do something a little bit crazy. As you can see by the title, I'm going to be building a house with absolutely no decals. Some of you guys are probably like, Emily, that's so easy. But for me, especially if you saw my last video, I just learned how to do basically everything with decals, like flooring, countertops, literally even tables. I put decals on every single inch of that house, and now I'm about to completely unlearn everything. Every single tip that I gave you guys about using decals is just about to go all out the window. I also kind of have some different ideas for this build. I wanted to do something that looks a little bit more like cottagey looking from the outside, if that makes sense. I'm not exactly sure how I want to decorate the inside. That's gonna be the worst part without decals. I want to kind of try and do some of those tree hacks that I see where people use mainly the hanging plant and just like decorate the outside of their house a lot. There's gonna be no decal plants in this build, which kind of hurts me because I've been wanting to explore those more, but you know what, it's good for the soul. Everyone needs a good decal cleanse now and then. So I'm gonna start off with this little front door area. I'm gonna put an arch and then the front door behind it. I'm thinking I'm gonna color it to like this kind of tinted gray look. I don't know, I think that's nice. This window right here will give us the right like shape and size of arch that we want so that I can fit this wall a little better. Let's go around the trim here. And then I like the look of these like fake bricks. We'll see if I actually keep it, but this is gonna be a pretty small house, but I'm kind of thinking I want to put a garage. This door definitely fits the best. I'm kind of leaning towards this darker green color. I don't think I've really ever used this, but I don't know, I can't decide. The roofs are always the most complicated parts. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I hate doing them. Does anyone else? Okay, I think this is gonna be, oh, nope. Okay, this. I am gonna place a roof on the floor so that I can put a chimney on it. I feel like that's something that this house definitely needs. I don't know exactly which side to put it on yet, but I'm just gonna start with this one. Or would it maybe look better in the front? I don't know about that. I think I like this little thing on the top of the roof. Felt like it was kind of missing something. Okay, next, I definitely want to add these little fancy roof thingies. I have no idea what they're supposed to be called, but I'm just going to use the normal structures. I don't really think I'm doing these right, and I'm probably going to redo them later, but this is good enough for now. Definitely want to add a pillar over here. I think this one is better. I feel like this top part of the roof is kind of missing something. I don't really know how I feel about this, but I'm trying to do this like cross pattern. It's kind of hard. The grid's being super annoying with me. Okay, so this is what I'm most excited for. I'm using these bushes, kind of just like stack them up a little bit, and then you add like flowers and then the hanging plants. This is actually starting to look so cute. I'm excited. I'm gonna finish this side of the roof first. I feel like it needs a little bit of an edge so that I can add more plants and stuff like the other side. I'm also going to add a part down here for the garden. We can also do a cute little path going to the front door. I think I'm going to use this front door for now. I don't know, I might come back to it. The side of the house might actually look better if I put a little part sticking out, so I'm going to do that. Now we can start adding some windows. I'm going to try and make a little wall planter for underneath these windows. I don't know if I'm going to put plants in it, but we will see. Definitely going to add some structures around it. The normal window shutters don't fit around my windows, so I'm just gonna make them by myself. Gonna add some trim around all of my roofs. Definitely need to add some landscaping around here, and since I can't use decals, I'm gonna have to use these big ugly bushes. They're not even ugly, but I think after seeing decal bushes for so long now, I don't know why, I just like can't look at these the same. Alright, I think this is the last of the flowers. I want to add a cute little picket fence now. I think that matches the vibe. I think this garage is slightly too big. Okay, this back here is going to be the bathroom, and then right here will be the bedroom. Going to reuse these windows from the front of the house. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out the best way to put these hanging plants on the roof, and I decided that the easiest thing for me is to make a square block and then put the plant on top of it, and then I'll use the transform tool to make sure it doesn't like go all sideways. Okay, so you can see here it's like totally sideways, so I'm literally just gonna rotate it and then it should be perfectly fine. I'm just gonna stack them and then I'll cover it up with the bushes. This is not looking very promising at all, but I promise it's gonna come together. I think. I hope. Okay, so let's cover cover it with a little bush, and okay, honestly, not bad. Would this look better with decals? Yeah, probably, but does it look awful? No, it's kind of fun. Character development, guys, that's what I keep telling myself. Okay, I think this is pretty good for the exterior. The only other thing I kind of want to try is making one of those fake trees using the same hanging plants. Okay, but first I'm gonna add some wall lighting in here real quick. Okay, so let's do this thing. I know you start with this vertical cylinder thing, and you just kind of stack them with different sizes. I have no idea if I'm doing this right, but I'm gonna start adding a bunch of these hanging plants around it, and then we will add the bushes to make it more full looking, I think. I know this has to be some kind of trust the process thing, but I'm not convinced. The last thing that you have to do is add the little tree trunk parts, and then it should be done. This definitely is not my favorite tree in the world, but I guess it will have to do without the decals. I don't love any of the tables at the moment for the entryway, so I think I'm just gonna make my own. That's something that I'm gonna try to do since I can't use a lot of decals. I feel like I can express my creativity and like do cooler things by building more furniture. I don't know, that's kind of the goal here. Okay, this is the little table that I came up with. I kind of maybe shouldn't have done so much open shelving because normally I would put a little picture frame in there, but I can't do that. We're gonna see how I can style this. I'm not really sure where to start, to be honest. But obviously we're gonna be adding a lot of books. I'm gonna try and do this like cross-hatch design on the mirror. I don't know, I feel like it needs something a little more spicy because normally I would put a decal on the wall right here, but I cannot do that. Okay, this is definitely not even. I'm gonna have to go in with a smaller grid. Okay, I feel like this spot right here is literally begging to be a window seat, so I'm definitely gonna do that. Okay, cute. Now I'm gonna add some storage bins underneath. Gotta add some pillows, of course, can't forget that. Okay, now I have this empty wall over here. I would definitely normally put a picture frame, but I'm gonna have to figure out something else to do. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do like wall molding. Obviously, gotta get some lighting in here. I'm thinking this pendant will be nice. Gonna change the color to flint, and then I will adjust the brightness. This is my least favorite thing in the world to do, but it has to be done since I can't use a decal to just make the fake molding for me. I don't really feel like doing this whole wall with the mirror on it, so I'm kind of just gonna tuck this under and forget about it. I feel like this entryway is just a little bit too open, so I'm gonna kind of give it some shape, I think. Okay, yeah, this is better, and then I can add an arch. And maybe I shouldn't have given myself more walls to decorate without decals, but you live and you learn. It honestly looks better, so. Okay, I think this is gonna be the layout of my kitchen. I am gonna go ahead and add a farmhouse sink. And here we go. Let's add some bar stools. Unfortunately, I am gonna have to use the normal curtains. No more decals this time. I know some of you are probably actually happy about that, but honestly, I really love my decal curtains. I think I'm gonna do this layered coffee table look. It's really throwing me off not having anything colored, but I have no idea what I want my color scheme to be, so I am honestly just gonna leave it all like this, and I'll do that later. I literally don't think I've ever used this TV stand, so let's give it a shot. I'm still obsessed with these coffee table books. I will never get over it. Also gotta add a book by the window seat, of course. I actually have this book in real life. It's called The Little Book of Prada. It's amazing. I actually have not read it, but it looks cute on my nightstand. Gonna set the little table up here. I don't have a dining room table, which I keep forgetting to put in my builds, but we're gonna put it right here. Okay, so a normal big bed does not fit in this room. It's actually so tiny, so I'm gonna put two of these kid ones together, and it'll just make it a little bit smaller and fit the room better. I forgot about these little wall tile things. I'm gonna try and do this little thing right here. We'll see what it looks like when I actually color it. Filling up space without using picture frames is so difficult. Like, do these hooks look good? I don't know, but they have to be used. Should I use the banana? No. Oh my gosh, I actually hate this. I'm gonna do this pillow thing that I did in my last build. I like how it made the couch look. I totally forgot to add an oven in here. Do I really have to use the most expensive one? That's honestly really painful. Okay, and I can't use a decal for the backsplash, so I'm gonna have to use one of the pre-made tiles. Fine. Gotta add all the little details. This sink definitely needs some molding as well. I literally don't know what to put on any of the walls. I've never used this pot and pan thing before. Gonna fill up this shelf with plates and stuff since I can't use picture frames. And then we're gonna put a little plant and a vase right in the middle here. I don't know if I'm keeping the table runner. I just have two countertops connected and they're kind of like competing with each other with the textures, so I'm gonna see when I color it how I can change that. Does this happen to anyone else? It's the most annoying thing ever. Okay, so I'm working on the color scheme right now. I was trying not to bore you guys, but what do you guys think about this kind of flooring? It's the thing where you stack two of each of these on top of each other and hope for the best, honestly. I can't tell how I feel about it. I feel like this is the closest you're gonna get to realistic flooring. Ignore the fact that it looks like Easter threw up in here. I'm working on it. Okay guys, so the house is done. I say that slightly confused because I will be kind of honest. I got really stuck when I was trying to design the inside, and I think that's because this outside situation is like not really my style, and I could have made the inside anything that I want, but I just got kind of stuck. Like, this is obviously a challenge, so that's totally okay, but it's also real life. Like, I changed around the color scheme so many times and I'm just like so unsure about what I ended up with, and that's okay. That happens sometimes. This is actually the next day after doing all of this, and I just realized my tree's broke. Wait, what? Let me fix that real quick. Okay, well, that's how the tree is actually supposed to look. Let's honestly just talk about this tree first. I'm so very unsure about how I feel about it. I didn't watch any tutorial or anything. Like, I saw a couple pictures and I just had it in the back of my brain all this time, and then I just tried it myself, and I'm not sure if I even did it close to correct. Like, I know for a fact that these aren't right, but since I covered it so much, you literally can't see all those little cylinders. But the rest of the outside, honestly, I just love the vibe. Like, I don't normally build in this like dark tone, and I think it looks kind of cool. I love how this looks. I also really love all the pointy things at the top. These are candles. I don't remember if I showed you guys when I was building. Fire. I wonder what it looks like in the dark. Oh, they're so dim. Okay, good to know. Alright, so one thing that I did realize is that I totally forgot to put a door to the backyard inside the house. So this is the only way to get back here. There's nothing back here either because I just didn't feel like doing a whole backyard. I also have a bunch of inspiration pictures on my Pinterest board. Obviously, I never do my garages. You guys should know this by now. Whoa. Okay, sorry. I literally feel like there needs to be a flashing light warning. Is that the table on the inside? Wait, let me fix that. Oh my gosh. Does anyone else do this way more often than they should? Alright, table is fixed. It is back to normal now. This is how it's supposed to look. I think we can go on inside. I do think I changed the front door from when I showed you guys. So I did just use this normal door, and on the sides there are these windows, and then the top has this rounded window. So this inside thing, I asked you guys earlier if you thought this would be fine. Obviously you guys can't answer me, so I did keep it because I see a lot of people on TikTok using it. If I can remember, I will put the name of whoever I got this hack from in the description. I don't remember at the top of my head, but I don't think I like it. You may notice I have a lot going on in this room. I never use those things. I never use this. I literally put an ottoman in the middle of the room so that you guys would look at this instead of the walls. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think this mirror thing is kind of cool. I don't know why I did that, but I did. I have very mixed feelings about this. Obviously, this is that glitchy garage. I think this is kind of cool, but I do feel like it was random and like thrown in there, which honestly everything in this build is. Then moving on, this is the living room. Remember when I said I wasn't sure about color schemes? This is part of it. Look at that. Like, that's so bad. I don't think I'll ever be doing that again. This is a little window seat over here. And then I did put a little fireplace over here just because I had an empty wall that I needed to fill. And you know what? Fireplace, picture frame, same thing. And then this is the kitchen. I felt like I changed this around the most. Like, I changed the colors of the cabinets so many times. I felt like the stone look kind of matched the outside of the house. I also made a lot of the walls brick because I felt like that distracted from the fact that there were no pictures anywhere. Like, I felt like it made it more busy looking. I never fill up these cabinets. I always forget. And then we'll go into the bedroom. I don't know how much I showed you guys of this, but I basically kept everything and I just changed colors. I didn't add any pillows on here. I'm realizing now that I totally forgot, but I don't think it would have changed the room much. I did a whole wall of this molding thing, and normally I would put something like maybe a mirror or a big large like picture frame on top of the dresser, but I put a TV instead. I think this is kind of funny over here. here. I couldn't put anything else on it. Like I couldn't put any pictures, so it's just some sticky notes. Kind of funny looking, but you know what? It's the closest thing to a frame we've gotten to so far. And then this is the bathroom. So simple. Like I felt like I couldn't do very much in here. It's also, I mean, it's kind of cramped, but like this is perfect. It's a perfect size. But like this is so empty over here. I'm never super crazy with my bathrooms, but like this is another level of just empty. So yeah, this is the house that I made with no decals. Is it the best thing I've ever made? Absolutely not. Like I suspected in the beginning, I struggled so much because I just taught myself how to use decals for so many things, and now I just had to throw that all out the window. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Tag me if you guys decide to do this on your own. I want to see what you guys come up with. All my social medias are linked in the description if you want to go give those a follow, and I will see you guys in the next one.